Soon we'll be able to see New York City's beautiful architecture once again. The laws for sidewalk sheds are about to change, but how?
We got 4,000 sidewalk sheds like this one just in Manhattan. Line them up, it would go from here to Montreal.
Oh my.
This is an example of a well-intentioned policy that's just run totally amok. It's ugly, it's bad for businesses if they're under the scaffolding. It's not good for public safety because bad things tend to happen under the scaffolding. And it just makes New York City look like we're dysfunctional. Other cities have figured this out. Go to Chicago, you see very little scaffolding. Go to Paris, very little scaffolding. New York City's got to catch up.
What's the history with these scaffoldings all around the city? Because yeah, you're right, in Paris you don't see scaffolding as much.
Well, there was a horrible incident in the 1970s where a young woman who was a student at Barnard, Grace Gold, was killed by a piece of facade that fell off a building in Morningside Heights. And so out of that came rigorous rules for when you have to inspect facades and how you have to protect pedestrians. All good ideas. But over the last 50 years, it's just gotten out of control.
This one, how long has it been up?
This has been up over 10 years.
10 years.
Just 2 years ago, we sat here to announce our new initiative, and here it is, it's still standing. So we're gonna take the ones that have been up for so long, and we're gonna say every 90 days you have to show us that you're doing work, and when you show us you're doing work, we'll continue to certify your permit, but if not, you're gonna have to start paying some penalties for keeping up so long. But imagine being a small business located under here. People can't see your signs, they can't find your business, and I'm a New Yorker. I wanna walk around and grab a cup of coffee, I want to get a slice of pizza, I want to enjoy my favorite spots, but I can't even find them because all the scaffolding's up.
Big downside is that it covers up a lot of the gorgeous architecture of New York City, such as the Circuit Court building right here in downtown. I mean, it's such a shame that we're covering beautiful Beaux-Arts statues in one of the more historic areas of the city.
The city council just passed laws that will finally update these rules that are now half a century old, allow for more creative designs, so it's not all the same ugly green.
So that green is like synonymous with New York City at this point in time. New Yorkers walk around and all they see is dull green sheds up everywhere. So one of the things we're going to do is update the designs. So new colors, brighter lighting, and making sure that there are a little bit more space so people have more room to walk. We're also going to be changing the laws from one size fits all, 5 years for every single building. New buildings are going to get a new timeline that's longer, and every building now is going to be allowed to do 6 to 12 years instead of 5.
This really is going to change the landscape of New York City.
These unsightly objects will finally be not up for so long. What do you think about these new reforms in the city? Will you be happy to see a lot of these not stay up for as long? Stay curious, my friends.